You know, I often get asked from time to time, Purple People's Out, tell us, tell us an example of how you would reimagine the prison industrial complex system. There's no way you can reimagine the prison industrial complex system. And I go, well, that's true in its current context. But, well, you wouldn't start with the name prison to begin with. That sounds so doom and gloom. Sounds like you're going to the bunker to never see the light of day again, to never experience any fun. No, you're just in a dark place with a lot of other dark people. And well, what kind of fun is that? There's no joy there. There's no TikTok. There's no, breathing exercises. There's no, theater. There's absolutely nothing. But just the mundaneness. And you gotta sit in a cell, and then you gotta come out to mundaneness. That's where I would start. You know, we gotta start reimagining things the way we want them to be. Because that's the only way that things change, is when you imagine things can change. You know, one of the progressive ideas I have about prison that I've always long thought was, interesting in nature, just to say the least, is, why can't inmates, do the thing? I mean, with the individuals that they choose to want to do the thing with. You know, all prisons should have a room where if loved ones and family members come over, they can be in the private and share some intimacy with their loved ones. You know, just because somebody's in prison or just because somebody's in jail doesn't mean that they're not human anymore. They still have needs. They still have to sleep. They still have to eat. And they want to procreate too. And they might have families. They might have people that, become adoring fans and write them. They should be allowed to visit those people. You know, it's so inhumane the way the prisons are run. And it's not just, one country. It's pretty much all of them. I mean, why aren't there yoga classes in prison? I take a yoga class. If somebody came in and offered me a yoga class, I'd gladly learn yoga. Or Pilates. I don't have any, I do have a preference, but I'm not going to tell you. But I would take Pilates or yoga. Imagine, learning theater, learning how to act. You could be, as a cast as, whatever they cast people as when they do those prison shows. You can be an actor and be a prisoner. I mean, theater would be fun. Who doesn't love the arts? And coloring books. That's another thing. There's almost no coloring books in prison. It's like, you send kids to prison. They're still kids. Why don't you at least give them coloring books? And maybe Briars comes over and gives ice cream from time to time. You hear the ice cream truck. No, they're coming by for ice cream on Wednesdays. Oh, lovely. I can get a little ice cream. You know, you got to start thinking about, you want to restore people's humanity. Prison and jail is the place you take people to learn a lesson. To teach them, you don't do this anymore, or else you come back here. And I feel like a lot of times people go into prison really nice, and then they come out, and they're looking like Al Capone out here. They're behaving, the worst. And it's because prison made them a hardcore criminal. And now, they got to live a life of crime. Because, who's going to hire a prisoner? I mean, it's not like you come out with a certificate or a degree in anything. So, you don't really have any market-based skills. You know, we got to change prison. Have some people in there that are willing to mentor people. Willing to, actually teach people the ropes. Because you got to think, everybody in there probably didn't learn the same thing. Or, maybe they want to be in there. But even if that's the case, you still got to take care of them. Your taxpayer dollars is paying for their meals anyway. You know, we ought to reimagine prison. Make it more fun. Have kickball teams. Keep people out of gangs in there. You know, prison reform and reimagining. It's all the rage of 2021.